Well, a horrific story has come to light from Naigaon in Vasai on the outskirts of Mumbai. Now, Vasai is, of course, in the Palghar district neighboring Mumbai, but obviously, this is a story of how a young woman who was trafficked from Bangladesh, then, of course, kept in Kolkata for a few days. Her identity documents were created, fake documents, and brought to Mumbai. And then, what happened with her is perhaps the most disturbing part. Now, according to reports and the investigation that has been done by the police, there have been arrests as well, and this girl has been rescued from a house in Naigaon. And this was done after a sex racket was busted. Now, this girl has been assaulted and sexually assaulted by at least 200 men. Yes, you heard that figure right, 200 men. That's what at least the investigation shows. Now, there have been 9 arrests made in this case, and the police, the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit AHTU of the Mira Bhayandar Vasai Virar police have cracked this case. They've unearthed this thing and rescued the girl. And also, this has been done with the help of 2 NGOs. And this was a joint operation which includes the NGOs Access Road India Foundation and also Harmony Foundation. Now, this, of course, was happening on the 26th of July. This sex racket was busted. But what we know is that, these girls who were there, or this girl at least, was injected with drugs and tortured. And videos of this torture was also filmed. And then they were threatened that these videos would go viral if they did not comply. Now, the most shocking part is the rescue of this 12-year-old girl. And that's something that's happened as well. And in that rescue, what we've come to know is that this girl has revealed a lot to the police. Based on that, there were also, others who have been arrested. And at this point, what we know is that this girl has been rescued. But this is how also trafficking can affect lives. This young girl apparently ran away from her home because she failed in an exam and was scared what her parents would tell her. Then, of course, she met some woman who promised her a job and money. She fell into that trap. She was trafficked, and finally, she was pushed into this kind of a thing, a sex racket, a prostitution racket. And therefore, this is something that obviously the police have busted. And how did this girl get here? That's also interesting, because remember, there have been crackdowns on Bangladeshis and how they get here. And this is something that has other implications as well. For example, this girl was brought to India from Bangladesh initially. She was promised a job and money. She then, of course, was in Kolkata for a few days. There were fake documents made in her name to recreate her identity. Then, of course, she was brought to Mumbai from Kolkata. And she was brought to Mumbai in a flight and then, of course, kept in this house where, of course, she was harassed. And the number, according to the police, is part of the investigation. This number is still being verified, though. But the number that they've arrived at least from the investigation so far, is that 200 men apparently sexually assaulted her. And that is, of course, a scary figure. But the police are looking for the woman who brought her. And also other raids because of this investigation have been conducted in Gujarat, where 3 women were also rescued. This was in Nadiad. And this, of course, is something that's a horrific story that's emerging out of Vasai, where a Bangladeshi girl, a 12-year-old, was sexually assaulted after being pushed into a sex racket, after being illegally trafficked from Bangladesh. She, of course, ran away from her home, fearing what her parents would tell her after she failed an exam, but ended up in a hell that she would have never, ever imagined. For more such stories, stay tuned to NDTV's YouTube platform, where we bring you the news with the context and the background in which it is taking place. For all the news and updates, stay tuned to NDTV. Thank you so much for watching.